Live struggle legacy. It's a whole movement.
I got you, big baby. I keep the struggle live struggle, live music. Pay attention to how we do it. And so my dog who never made it out. Live struggle, I got you, homie. We break it out, live struggle, live music. Pay attention to how we do it. And so my dog who never made it out. Live struggle, I got you, homie. The things we do when we down on our luck, like a dolphin, anything to get fucked up. What you think? That we out here trying to get locked up. Desperation brings desperate measures trying to come up. Hey everybody, it's your boy MP. Live Struggle Legacy, and welcome to the Live Struggle Legacy podcast. Now, if you haven't already done so, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, start a conversation in the comment section. If you have a question for our guest today, drop it in the comment section. If you're listening on a streaming platform, please make sure you hit that follow button, download, save, rate us, and if you're looking to promote your business, holler at me because we're looking for sponsors. And I just want to give a couple big shout outs to a couple of people real quick. Number one, Moose in the Berg. If you see this hat that I wear almost every single show, this is a one of one Moose in the Berg special. So if you want to get a very special, whatever made from outfit to hat to jewelry, this man does it all. Make sure you hit him up at Moose in the Berg, all platforms. I want to give another big shout out to the homie Terrence Carter of Krupp & Carter for the shirt right here. Krupp & Carter, luxury BMX brand like no other. So big shout out to Terrence Carter and Krupp & Carter. Make sure you check them out on all platforms. And another major shout out to Takeo Faison, also known as Cowboy, for the gentleman G-Man drip right here. My man partnered with G-Man, who you know from every single just about corner store in the whole Southeast region. This man added a little bit of luxury design to the G-Man brand, and you can find these shorts, shirts, and like other affordable gear. It's comfortable, it's affordable, and it's durable. These things will last you a lifetime, man. So make sure you check them out. Shout out to K.O. Faison. Okay, big guest in the house tonight, none other than the Turn Up King, Red Mike, a.k.a. Maui. This man is a recording artist. He's an entrepreneur, community activist, and a parent, a father above all else, right?
Super dad.
Super dad. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show today,
You already
brother.
know, man, love, brother. Big love.
So I always like to do a little, icebreaker as to how I know Maui. Mike, and this is my bad, Maui.
Band camp. One time at band camp.
Yes.
One time we knew each other.
Yeah.
No, I was just playing.
So, yeah, man. So Mike, man, the Turn Up King. I know this man because of the way he turns up online, for real. For like, we never met in person, but we've been following each other probably for some years now. Yeah. We know a lot of the same people.
I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, please.
But
bro.
I know you because I heard a cut you did before, and I was like, who is that? And at first, I thought you was a black dude, and then when they showed me you, I was like, what? Ain't no way, bro. And then you hear a little bit more music, and I was like, hey, I fuck with Buddy.
That's what's up, man.
But I believe in like allowing things to flow. So, when the time is right, that's when you run into whoever you're supposed to run into.
Which joint was it?
I can't remember off my brain, but I know it was funky. It was like a maybe like a J. Cole type, like clean cut type beat. Okay. But like you was walking on them.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, man, we got to cook one of these days.
Oh, for sure,
bro.
for sure.
So I've been seeing everything this man's been cooking on all platforms, but mainly the socials and just the energy, man. The energy that you bring, Mike. Like all positive, all inclusive, quick to call out some bullshit too. Like that's what I really respect, and that's the type of energy that we feed off authenticity on this show. Right. And I don't see a lot of people more authentic than you, bro. Especially the things that you've been doing with with the community activism and just really standing in your power, in your branding. Like putting yourself on, but putting other people on in the process, man. So big respect, man.
Facts. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So let's dive right into Red Mike, the Turn Up King. So tell us your life struggle, man. What's your story and how did you become the Turn Up King? Take us all the way back, Mike.
Okay, so like I don't want to say it's similar to a lot of other artists, but like Project Baby, grew up when I moved to the country, grew up in a single wide trailer. You know, you had to go through the struggles that present themselves to you at different levels in life. Yeah. When I was younger, you know, with a mom that suffered from addiction, I had to go through trials and tribulations from that. So getting over that, you know, the healing process, I probably wasn't the best, you know, little kid, teenager, because I ended up getting involved in street stuff. And, you know, from there it kind of progressed. But then I found football, like that was my first outlet. That's my first love before music, anything. Yeah. Once I found like football, I didn't want to do like bad stuff because you know, to play football requires grades, discipline, a lot of things go into there, and different intangibles, variables, and stuff like that. So once I got involved with that, I was like, you know what? I probably need to pause this a little bit, you know what I mean? But when you're a product in your environment, somehow you always find yourself back over them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I feel like that's what resonates, you know, with the live struggle and legacy part. And then just surviving, pushing through those things to find myself where I'm at today. Like I was telling you earlier, 10 years ago, you would have asked me these questions, I would have thought I was gonna be dead or in jail. Yeah. Yeah. Real talk. Like, and then like somewhere along the line, this is my favorite line ever, is like, diamonds really come out the rough. Everybody don't blossom at the same time. Some people are sooner, some people are later. Yeah. And I just feel like I'm a late bloomer, you know? And then from there, I started building on that. I ain't gonna lie to you know, but the Turn Up King part is not just about partying. Some people misconstrue that too. It's not just about partying and music. These are different like levels of my life that I've went through, you know. Like when I first started, I was a Turn Up King. Like we sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's how we were rocking, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then I got, you know, I'm coming into like my Maui part, the more fruitful part, the more activated in the community, the more entrepreneur, the better dad, if I have to say so myself. Shout out Big Media Lounge, you know, OG Angel had to put it on me, had to give me some BTA, you know what I'm saying? Gave me some BTA one time on the post. But those kind of things, you know, inspired me to want to be better as I'm doing better. So, I mean, pretty much it's like growing, you know? Like, but I didn't want to be shy about my growth. Like, I wanted to make sure it's on display for the world, because when you come from one side of the street, people will paint a picture or they'll judge the book by the cover, versus when they see you grow from the other side of the street, they got to live with the truth. And when your truth is genuine and pure, like a heart, you know what I mean? Yeah. What you talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
Well, man, that's what I saw in you for real, bro, and why I really wanted to bring you on the show, because, you know, like doing podcasting, and I do it every single week, bro. I bring on all walks of life, and everybody's in my ear about, oh, you need this person, you need that person, you need this type of guest, right? And you know, I have the option now that I've been doing this for a while to be a little more selective of who I bring on the show. Right. Whereas in the beginning, I was just like almost begging people, hey, you want to be on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't want bad energy on your show.
That's real, bro.
Just for clout.
But when you say, like, I honestly, bro, when you said the Turn Up King, I didn't see it in terms of partying. I mean, I could see that.
Some people do.
I saw it in terms of passion, bro. Right. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like the passion that you bring to every post, bro. Mm-hmm. The passion that you bring to every song. I mean, even your flyers, your graphics, just the whole energy, the aura, bro. The life force energy, bro.
Hey, shout out Angel one more time. I learned that from him and his wife. You know, if you're not packaged right. And I try to teach the young artists this all the time. If you're not packaged right, ain't nobody gonna look at you. Would you buy you from Walmart? If you had the little try me sign in front of you, would you buy me from Walmart? That's my motto, literally.
No,
you're not
that's
first
real.
or last, you know?
But what you can't teach, like, and big shout out to Angel, for he does coach a lot of people up. He's coached me up many times. I look at him like a mentor, bro. Facts. For straight up. Facts. And so, but what you're talking about, you can't teach that. You can't coach that. You can't mentor that. It's either in you or it's not, bro. Facts. That authenticity is a frequency, bro. And it's that frequency that's got us sitting right here in this room, right in front of Angel, in this space, you know, Benton Brew. You know, shout out to Benton Brew. That's got a lot of motion over here with creatives and just a higher frequency, right? Authenticity that's really just shining right in that creative space, bro. Right? And so it's like, you know, energy doesn't lie.
Ever.
You know what I mean? And
Ever.
that's the turn up, Mike.
Right.
Right?
Right. Ever. Energy does not lie. I 1,000% agree on that.
So you were playing football where?
I played football overseas for NFL Europe.
That's what's up.
Yep.
I ain't know who got that big.
I played in a German national team before.
Yeah.
I've been playing ball for a long time. At that point, before I transitioned to music, I've been I can't remember them names because I'm kind of fried, you know.
But it all started in Tampa. Forgive me to cut you off. It's
music for me started in Tampa, but not like professionally.
But the football started.
No, yeah, football started here
in Tampa. Yeah, yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then did the football kind of?
No, I got hurt.
Okay.
So getting hurt, having to go through rehab, I ended up meeting I met this dude named Ace.
Yeah.
And then I met another dude named, I want to say his name was Q. But they told me come to the studio, boom boom boom. They worked with another dude because I was in the Army during this time.
Okay.
So I got to go TDY to do my thing. But when you get hurt, you got to rehab. When I talked to Buddy, he was like, yo, you should come to the studio, check it out, see what woo boom boom boom. I go in there, with my charisma, my swaver, my little drip, my style, and they took a liking to it. So then I was introduced to music on a more professional level.
Okay.
I started taking it serious because the doctor started saying, listen, you might not be able to play ball no more. I was like, man, fuck you. I'm finna play. Excuse my language.
No, bro,
but
I'm
like, I'm gonna play ball, bro. Ain't no way we not finna say I'm finna play ball. Yeah. But you gotta be realistic too. Another big quote I heard when I was younger was just because one chapter is closed don't mean the book is ending. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to write your chapters.
That's right.
So from that point on, I was like, maybe I should take this music shit serious. I met a female producer from the UK. I kind of got tender about her a little bit, and then from there, music started going in the right direction for me. And it seemed like my thing too, because I always been a sort of a character, if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's where it started, really. I mean, I always, you could always say, yeah, I used to write when I was a kid and boom, 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 and I did that. I freestyled. I made some songs, but correctly started in overseas, like Germany and the UK.
Okay. And you met these people through football?
I met these people because originally I was supposed to pick a school, but I listened to my mama.
Yeah.
She was like, you should go to the military.
Yeah.
Luckily, they messed up on my paperwork.
Oh, you met them in the military.
Yeah. Army. So luckily they messed up on my paperwork. I was supposed to go to the academy. And they couldn't fix it. So they was like, we're going to give you 20 extra bands.
Okay.
That's all you had to tell me. We're talking about 17, 18-year-old me. So I'm like, 20 bands? Run it.
Yeah.
So we, I'd go through that process, and then one of the people at the processing station in Carolina was like, South Carolina, Fort Jackson. He was like, listen, if you go through this basic stuff, you could try out for this team, boom, boom, boom. You could possibly go to Germany. And then for my MOS, he was like, I'll probably have to go over there. So it ended up working. I even tried to go against the grain. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I was like, I don't want to do this shit. I ain't built for this shit. But I was, because my dad did 36 years in the Army. So I was already I graduated top 10% of everything as far as Army stuff goes. But when I had an opportunity to go do that, I did that. And I was like...
Thank you for your service, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, no doubt. But yes, from there, after I got hurt, there's a place in Wiesbaden, a Post. I used to go over there. One of my dogs, I'll never forget him. I can't tell you his real name, but we used to call him A+, like one of the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
So... he was like, bro, you gotta come to this studio with me. And it ended up being the same dudes, the Ace and the Q dude. I go over there, I do my little 1-2, and it was like, yo, we're gonna start doing shows. We had a dinner with Alicia Keys.
Okay.
I met Mr. Cheeks, Yin Yang Twins. There was a couple more people too, like big profiles. But like I said, it all started with them and they belief, because at that point, I kind of almost gave up on life, really, bro. I was like, man, I can't play football. What the fuck I'm doing?
Because that was like a dream for you, right?
Yeah, that was I was supposed to be on the Bucks.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be out there with them white women, you know what I'm saying? Throwing the shirt up in the end zone, you know what I'm saying? And I could. It wasn't in the cards for me that way. So we ended up rocking the mic, and then they still throw their shirt up in the end zone.
Yeah, yes, sir. You said you found right where you needed to be, bro. Yeah.
So, it definitely started overseas. I'm very appreciative and thankful for it too, cause I learned like the first part of the game over there, and then coming home, I felt like I was already kind of ready, but not as confident.
Yeah.
But that came too later.
Did you have any like big inspirations in music that you kind of was
Tom fucking G, bro.
Hell yeah. Shout out Tom G.
I don't know.
Yeah.
For me being a Tampa native, I really don't know why a lot of younger artists don't like. For me, I mean I know the story, but I feel like he should be like gone. Like that's a Grammy Award winner in my eyes, bro.
Yeah, I feel that.
First quarter, Tampa Tony.
Yeah.
I feel like Tampa Tony, Rated R, shout out Unc.
Yeah.
Man, I love me some Rated R. That's
bro.
Unc right there.
Yeah, man.
But like spending time around them too, like knowing like where they come from, knowing like what they went through too, I could relate to that shit. So I was like, not even just because it's Tampa, but like really, I'd be like, bro, what are y'all, like how?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
How are they not like there? And then, once you learn the business, you'd be like, oh, okay. I get it.
So, bro, big respect to them, bro. So I'm gonna tell a little story about how I know like each one of them, and I don't know them on like a personal level, but I've had personal experiences with each one of them. So back in the day, I did a show. It was like my little splash in the game, bro, at Club Manila. Remember Club Manila?
Manila Mondays.
So do you remember when there was a car show there?
Yeah.
So that was my show, bro.
Okay.
So and I used to they used to do the Tuesday meeting. I think it was on Tuesdays. They used to do the Tuesday night meeting, bro.
Yeah.
In Manila.
Yeah.
And then there used to be Tom G. It used to be Strizzo used to be in there. Rated R used to be in there. Tampa Tony occasionally used to be in there. But I would just go there and be a fly on the wall, bro. I was like 20 years old, 21 years old, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Trying to make my little splash, bro. And then doing a dude that looked like me trying to do shows at Manila. Everybody's in my ear saying it ain't gonna work. And so I took a little bit of game from each person. And then I had an experience with Tampa Tony around that same time when I was doing that show. I put a lot into that show, bro. So for that show I had Blood Raw. This is back in 2007 when Blood Raw was really making waves.
Oh man.
So I had Blood Raw. I had Tom G. Right, I had at a Clearwater the Hula G's.
Yeah, I know them.
At a Bradenton Chill, the $1 Million Man.
Yeah.
At a St. Pete, Luciano, and then a couple of the homies, bro. Young Cash, T.O. Shout out T.O.
And Tavio?
T.O. No, T.O. Young. Well, he ain't young no more. He was young back then. But T.O.
I know.
So, but he was fucking with. I don't know if you know UV Entertainment back then, right? God bless the dead, D Lane, right? Uncle D Rodways, Uncle D. Shout out Fry, right? Fry and D Lane. So that's how I knew T.O. Shout out Ray Dollar, right? So that was, you know what I mean? That's who had plugged me with T.O. Cash, and then that's how I ended up getting plugged with C. Wakely, who was actually managing Blood Raw at the time. So that's how that show came to be. But to bring the story, full circle, I would go and hang out at Rude Boy Graphics on Bush, bro.
Right there when they turned the gun.
And so there would be all kinds of people in there, bro. That was such a networking hub. I had them do my graphics, my flyers. House of Hits, Bruno, bro. Shout out. I don't know what's up with Bruno, but yeah, Bruno and the one dude. The Black Bill Gates.
Nitro, God rest her dead.
And
Keith Gates, that's my brother right now.
Yeah. But they were all on the show, bro. It was. I'm telling you, man. Like everybody doubted me, said I wouldn't be able to do it, but I did it different from everybody else, bro. Right? But the way I did it was like.
Oh, Angel, it used to be all dark skinned, brother, back then. You couldn't do shit if you were light skinned back then, huh?
Man, people thought I was out of my mind, bro, trying to do that. But in my mind, it was a success, bro. The people came out. Nobody could believe it, bro. Fred, the owner of Miller, he offered me a job, bro. I was in my little fair share of trouble then too. I went away right after that, right? But I made my splash, bro. I made my wave. And Tampa Tony I actually met at Rude Boy, and he was kind of putting me on game out of the do's and don'ts of what to do with the event.
He always trying to
man. I'm trying to get him on the show, man. I'm trying to get Tom G on the show. You know what I mean? Like, so
you just gotta go knock on their door.
Literally, right?
Yeah. Tell Angel take you over there.
Right.
Yeah, knock on their door. I promise you.
Because I know they got some stories too, man. But what I want to tell you about Tom G, I always looked up to bro. You know what I mean? From way back then, right? And I remember when I was sitting in South Carolina at a medium high, Williamsburg, South Carolina, FCI, Federal Correction Institution. I used to listen to the local radio station, bro. And one night, bro, they were playing City Boy with it, way out there in Carolina, and I'm like, that's my dog. You know what I mean? Like. So that was big because I was before that he was pretty much a local artist, right?
No,
and
man,
that's how I knew
he been the GOAT forever.
Yeah, but that's how I knew like
Nobody
he's more than regional now, bro. And like even everybody in Carolina, there's a lot of people in there from Georgia. Like everybody knew Tom G, man. So big shout out to Tom G.
Yeah, man. That's one of my top 5. He number 1.
Yeah.
After that it's T.I.
Okay. Do you sing, bro?
I wouldn't call it singing. I would just call it like
harmonize.
Probably that.
Okay.
Probably that.
Okay.
Cause I can't do no Jock Key shit, no Boys to Men shit type shit. You know what I'm saying? But my style for what I do, it worked for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So Tom G was a big inspiration for you to start rapping.
First quarter, bro. First quarter. The Cushion Cups, all the projects, bro. Just like for someone that has like a raspy voice, and like some engineers used to be like my vocal was difficult to mix and maneuver around. Like he kind of like the same way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once you learn how to put it together, and then it comes out like dope, you like, oh damn. And then for me, I'm like, don't nobody sound like me. You could compare me to Tom G, but I don't sound like Tom G. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could even say there's hints of T.I. in the music, but I don't sound like T.I. either.
Yeah. You sound like Red Mike, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
Maui.
on me.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
The Turn Up King.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So you've been really grinding with your music, man, and we had a little chat off camera, you know what I mean? Like, so I know you've been through some struggles. I mean, we're not here to wallow and struggle, but it is live struggle legacy, and sometimes we find that silver lining, bro, through that struggle, right? And sometimes it's that struggle that becomes the driving force behind the legacy, 1,000%, right? So tell me a little bit about what you've been through, like some of the conversations we were having.
Man, you can ask anybody. I always had a wave. I was involved on the other side of the street of things, doing like street nigga shit. Yeah. I fucked around, I found myself like almost looking at 10 years. I even still took that for granted, you know what I'm saying? My youngest daughter was born. She ended up having a really bad accident. It was broadcasted on the news, everything. She drowned it.
Damn.
Coded out like 3 times.
Oh, shit.
I prayed to God. I raised my right hand and everything to you, bro. I prayed to God in the hospital. I told him if I will never sell another pack, my exact words was I'll never sell nothing else. I won't mess up the community no more. I was like, I'm probably still gonna do my little turn up thing, you know what I'm saying? Smoke my little bud. But I need my daughter's soul back. Please, please, please. I cried my eyes out. The next day when they were supposed to take off the machine, she literally grabbed my finger and was like, Daddy. From that day forward, she was 10 months old. She is 7 years old now.
Yes.
I never ever went backwards after that point.
Yes.
I ended up finding out I was diabetic. I was too big, like you eating good, you don't get no fuck. So I was doing my thing. I go to the hospital. They tell me I'm diabetic, type 1. After I do my blood test, everything. I'm like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
I heard of people being fat, being type 2, boom, boom. There's like, it's possible for it to be dormant for all that time. And then I almost died then. A couple years go by. Last year, April, I'll go make this song. To this day, I'm gonna play it for y'all, you know, when we done. Or if we can play it on here, cool too. If not, y'all can hit me up. I'm gonna give it to you. But I make this song like, and this is really when I started transition. This is a little bit after you yelled at me too, Angel. For real, on the post. Sorry, I keep bringing it up, but I swear, these true stories now.
Yeah.
So, like, right as I start going to change, like, you know, like, I'm not settling for nothing. I'm not complacent for nothing. I cut some people off that I've been around for like 20 plus years. One of my best friends, like, a lot of stuff I had to change in my life because I felt like I was running in circles. I dropped this song. Actually, I dropped like probably 5 or 6 songs. But as soon as I finished this song, I literally felt like a demon was crawling in my arm, you know? It's almost like God like picked me up subconsciously, you know, like put me in his arms. It was like, okay, I see you now, like boom, 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 like now you get it. And then from that moment on, you know, like it felt like the devil was trying to pull me backwards. I'm awake the whole time, man. I drive back from Lakeland. Shout out Success 360 Studios. Y'all already know. I come back from bruh house. I get to my sister's house, and I literally fell on one knee. Everybody know me. Know I ain't no quitter. I ain't quitting on shit. You gonna have to knock me off. I had the same mentality, man, and we ended up calling the ambulance. This is a funny true story too. Shout out them boys in that ambulance because when he hooked me up originally, he said the reading wasn't showing nothing. When they hooked me up in the ambulance, I seen his eyes get big like Roger Rabbit. I was like, oh, that shit serious now, ain't it, bro? And I was still giggling and laughing the whole time, but I'm big on my faith. Like after my daughter shit, all those trials and tribulations I just mentioned I stand on that shit now. Like God got me.
Yeah.
Before I'd be like one of these little buy-ins on the internet. Oh, you want some fucking smoke? I'm finna come see about you. I don't do that no more. I be like, God got it. Yeah. I literally tell him, hey bro, I'm praying for you. I know you probably going through some shit today. And really, I feel like those are the best ways because I be like, a lot of people not gonna go where some of us are gonna go because we done been to hell and back.
Yeah.
If you never walked through that valley, you never stood on them coals, you don't know what it's like to be in that heat. You can't tell me shit because we two totally different people.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to go there and come back twice. If you add my daughter, there's 3 times, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like that molds you into a different character. But we also, you know, they say you mature with age. I feel like you mature with trauma too because trauma will teach you. You can have everything in the world 1 minute. 5 seconds later, it starts dwindling away, and now you fucking stuck. And you ain't got no faith, who you gonna talk to?
Yeah.
Except for a bunch of dumbass niggas out here trying to tell you, oh, bro, you should get your get back. Oh, bro, you should go do some shit that's gonna send you up the road for fucking 10, 15 years. Or take somebody's life, or terrorize the community. And that's not what we supposed to be doing. Like, music is music. I get it. Some of us dope boys, some of us trappers, some of us scammers, boosters, all that shit, cool. But at some point you gotta grow to a point where like, yo, we telling these young niggas to do this shit and they like doing it on steroids.
Yeah.
Somebody, and I'm not saying I'm the only one, but I'm trying to form like a Voltron of people so we can start building villages back in the community. Another thing is a lot of these neighbors don't trust their neighbor. When I lived growing up, even in the hood, hey, can I borrow some sugar, Miss Barbanice? Boom, here goes some sugar.
Yeah.
Here goes some milk. You can't do that type shit in a lot of neighborhoods now.
But to be real, bro, you see that more in the hood than you do in like these real nice neighborhoods. Facts. Real nice neighborhoods, they're people too worried about, oh, they got the thing outside, I'm gonna call the HOA. You know what I mean? Like it's like, or you know, they're blue or they're red or they're, you know what I mean, Democrat or whatever. But people too worried about, they're so hyper focused on what's going on in the news that ain't even fucking real, bro. Right. That they fail to even, you know what I mean? Like acknowledge their neighbor. You know what I mean? Like and it's honestly, it's sad, bro.
The way we started converting people now is telling them like, what happens when shit hit the fan? If you ain't like a meal or better, you a regular nigga. So what happened when you shitted on Tom and Jerry, motherfucker next door?
Yeah.
But now the only people that can save you when shit hit the fan is Tom and Jerry.
When shit hit the fan, you need your neighbors, right?
But in that moment, a lot of people response is, well, I'm gonna pray that Tom and Jerry is forgiving. Why we can't skip that step?
Yeah.
And be like, no, motherfucker, Tom and Jerry and you should be having barbecues. We should be helping make sure these kids is molded and raised correctly. Told about other opportunities versus just sports, rapping, other shit. I hear a lot of people say that shit like when it come to minorities, and I be like, you know what? A lot of us, that's our choice. That's all we have.
Yeah.
It wasn't forwarded to us to go be no doctor. A bitch wasn't pushing you to go be a lawyer. No, bitch, sell this motherfucking kilo. Sell this pound. Sell this white.
Yeah. Or take this pistol, run up in this spot. Like where I've seen kids 8, 10 years old, older brother, older cousin showing them this is how you eat. Right, everybody's people not showing them this is the trade. This is how we electrician or woodwork. Some people saying this.
That moment is where I asserted myself. Shout out to people like Angel, the OGs that coached me. Like I listened, so now like I'm trying to do that for my community. I'm trying to expand through other communities so we the ones that gotta make a difference. Otherwise, these boys not listen. They're not gonna listen to people. This is another good statement. Somebody was like, bro, why don't you just start doing full-fledged non-secular music? I was like, cause none of them little niggas finna listen to me then. Not about like they not gonna listen to me like I'm not gonna make my money from music, but they not gonna hear us. I don't care who you is. You can tell me whatever. Sometimes, especially our era, when you grew up, you had to get your ass busted. Then you respected what your daddy or your mama was telling you.
Yeah.
Cause you was like, oh shit, 1 + 1 is 2.
Yeah.
So like with these little niggas, you gotta be like, yo.
I keep a smile on my face. My trials and tribulations. Yeah. Swear my young, Hey, we messing up the youth. These messages are evil. I deliver truth and send it to the people. Everybody praying for a meal and a beam. What's wrong with being comfortable? Blessed with a beard. It ain't about what you want, but what you need. We don't see it though. Blind to the crimes that we find and refine. Subconscious state of mind, stay reclined to the time that you open up your eyes and see yourself confined. Between the code and the streets, your attitude combined. The path we design, sometimes they realign. But just for some time, we consign to the grind. Those negative thoughts be the wrong frame of mind. Success and happiness usually leave you with a smile. To your kind and define, leave behind that lifestyle. Make a change for the better. It might just take miles for your struggles and your tries. You remain with a smile.
I'm talking to them how they understand.
Exactly.
So now, the ones I do get through to, they form a different type of respect for me. So now we don't have all that extra shit we got to go through because they like, yo, you know what? Man, he just brought that shit down like we talk, He ain't like and them over there. And then I'm not, another thing I dislike that society been doing a lot with the youngins is they want to tear them down. That's not how, we supposed to be uplifting.
That's right.
I mean, yeah, you fucked up, my nigga. We're going to get past that part, though.
Yeah.
Now, like, what we doing to go up? And I feel like that's what matters the most as far as coaching them.
And I think a big part of that, bro, that you're touching on right now is like not forgetting where you come from, right?
Oh, no.
So it's like it's easy for people to get put into this position, like it's like they put themselves on a pedestal, right? Now they're holier than thou, like they're better than.
You can't say that though. If you're religious, this is my biggest pet peeve with Christian Catholics. I don't give a fuck what you is. You cannot sit here and be like, oh, I have faith. I believe in God. I this and that. Yahuwah, Yahshua, all that shit. But then find yourself fucking 5 minutes later trying to tell somebody how to live their life. Does that not go against what the fuck the book say?
Absolutely. And when we talked about the neighbor, right? A lot of these people that are condemning their neighbor just for having a different political affiliation, but they don't love their neighbor, right? They're going to church every day, and the book says love thy neighbor, but they're over here, calling the police on their neighbor for dumb shit, or you know what I mean, like, or just calling the HOA on them because the car's parked in the grass halfway instead of knocking on the door and having a conversation, getting to know somebody, right? And but I think, like what you said and what you touched on with the youth, man, it's like if you come at them from this like I'm better than you type shit, you lose the whole message, man.
You absolutely first quarter, and you can't talk to them like a lot of people. I I don't want no one to be offended by this, but I always say Bible thumpers or Jesus freaks. You can't be one of those people trying to poach the youth. It's not gonna get through to them, especially the hard knock ones.
Yeah.
They not going for that shit, cause in their brain, and I'm not being like desensitizing religion or nothing like that, but I've heard kids say, I lost my mama 3 months ago. 2 months ago, I lost my brother. He got killed in drive-by.
Yeah.
A month ago, I just lost my daddy too. Now he don't got shit.
Yeah.
So you can't thump no Bible around that boy.
Yeah.
You gonna tell somebody that just lost their whole family, have faith?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna like remind them that it's okay? And if not necessarily follow me, but if you walk with me, because I walk by faith, maybe I can help you realize like it exists.
Yeah.
It's like air. We don't see the motherfucker, but we need it.
Leading through example, bro. That's what it's
Exactly.
all about, right? And that's what I tell everybody. You could talk to your blue in the face, but what are you actually doing? And when you could show somebody, look, man, I've been in your shoes. I've been where you at.
Right.
Not criticizing from being where they're at.
Right.
Meeting them there, saying, listen, man, I've been right here with you.
The whole
So
time.
it's like when I tell you it's a better way, I'm not telling you, I'm showing you I found a better way, you can too.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
So tell us about community activism and what you've been going on. Yeah, tell us about this jacket, man. I love this
I
jacket.
know you like this jacket, Angel.
I do like that jacket.
Indigenous Tribe. We shout out our national president and executive council, George Santos. He actually is the founder. He formed a brotherhood club. That's what it is. It's not like an MC chapter or nothing like that. Similar but totally different. The mission statement is to help less fortunate people, immigrants of all colors that are getting done wrong, children, older people, disabled veterans, like our community for real. We want to bring that village vibe back to communities.
Yeah.
First quarter, we don't want to separate. We're tired of segregation, and then like for us in the club, like. It's hard for us to be like, oh, they're Republican, they're Democrats, because in our faces, we can see with our own fucking eyes, even with our ancestors, that the government ain't for none of us. I don't give a fuck who you like. You could like, shout out to Angel, I hate to keep saying it, but I learned this after our conversation. Like, once I start digging, I'm like, I tell everybody, bro, right now is the time for all of us to come together, and we should be pushing back on these politicians,
That's
bro.
right.
These people are taking money away from us in our face now. They're trying to use racism to separate us because there's no more lies to tell. The light is here. The truth is here. If you don't do it together, we're gonna be cooked. Well, I mean, not all of us, because there's always gonna be a radical bunch.
Yeah.
No matter how I don't care who you are. You can tell those kind of things I know because I'm a product of my environment. No matter what, somebody's gonna radicalize this shit. They're gonna get busy. It's gonna get active, and it could be nasty. But we could start changing things by action. A lot of people be like, "Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that." What the fuck are you doing though?
Yeah.
Are you just talking? Is this like clout? Is this like a lot for likes and all that shit? Because we don't do that.
No.
My club, we've already helped multiple community members with their yards. That was our first thing. We're gonna start with yards. If they can't do their yard, they're old, whatever. No shot at old people. I love my cougars and bobcats. But you know what I'm saying? But not just the yards and stuff. We dedicated time to help out the Museum of Brooksville. This is like a historical place where the boards in the floor are still the original boards. The roof, the walls, everything. Like, this place is only restored to like be able to be open.
Yeah.
Train stuff, town records, utensils, pots, pans, like Indian stuff, all that stuff. And then the other part is a lot of us are Cherokee, Taino, I can't remember what the Dominicans are called. Don't hate me, y'all. I love them both. Love my male, love my male, love my male, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like, it was just something that, like I said, from the trauma that I experienced, I started getting like this gravitational pull. Like, I feel like if you a stepper, like a lot of dudes be like, oh, I'm about this, I'm about that life, boom, boom, boom. Well, if you is, then you should be transitioning to like help save the world.
That's right.
Not continue to ruin it.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the new gangster shit.
That's
For
how
real.
I feel.
Standing up for what you believe in and actually doing
I'm big
something about
gangster,
it.
so I'd be
Yes,
like,
right.
you know, I feel like I get a sense of pride. I get, you know, propriety, everything. Like, it make me feel like super good knowing, damn, I just helped this old ass lady. She got an oxygen tank. She got a walker. Ain't no way she walking down that double wide trailer ramp and motherfucker raking these leaves. She gonna be dead.
Yeah.
But to see her, the look on her face like, damn, I could go in my yard and barbecue and do all this. We ain't charge that lady nothing. We ain't ask for a donation or nothing, bro. Indigenous tribes. Shout out all my brothers. That's like, that's what we formed to start making a difference. And we will expand and get into like Tampa. We already coming this way. I got a couple brothers here. As far as Brooksville and Spring Hill, though, it's 2 full clubs. I'm the president of the Brooksville tribe. George is the president of the Spring Hill tribe.
That's what's up. So if somebody wanted to like contribute or donate or just potentially collaborate, how do they reach out?
I could tell you, you could look us up at Indigenous Tribe on all socials. And then if you wanted to donate, I have it right here. Just give me 1 second. Damn, I thought I had it right here. And yep, right here. So Indigenous Tribe, it's like that on Cash App too.
Okay.
Yep, everything Indigenous Tribe.
Indigenous Tribe. Okay, Brooksville. Okay, that's what's up.
Brooksville and Spring Hill.
And Spring Hill.
We're in Hernando right now, but I already got 2 members in Tampa, so we're about to form a chapter down here too.
Okay.
It's gonna be a tribe down here too.
Yeah.
A big tribe too. Once they get going, but also those people had to be inspired. They was like, oh, we done charity stuff before. It didn't go the way we wanted to because other people was in charge. But like we really got structured. And then I'm big on putting the money where your mouth is. Like this ain't I don't do this shit for the recognition, nothing. Like I do it because my satisfaction comes from knowing I did my part in the community today.
Yeah.
What if my son is on their street and some bad shit happened? Them people finna be like, oh, that's Maui's son.
Yeah.
Come inside, young man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not even just him, but like the rest of my tribe brothers, like it could be their kid, it could be your kid,
As it should be
Angel's
everywhere,
kid,
bro.
Because
As it
we want to
yeah.
bring that neighborly love back,
Yes,
neighborly trust back.
I love it.
One tribe, you know what I'm saying? Like it's 1-1-1. We all together. We supposed to all be together, and that's our mission statement is just to create like a massive amount of unity.
Yes, man. That's been big respect for that.
Yes,
big respect. Yeah, man. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
So tell us what else you got cooking, man. I know you got a lot of things cooking.
That's another
music
thing.
and business.
That's another thing. CEO founder Angel inspired me on. I remember I came to an event they had over here, and we was on the studio side, and I had told my wifey because she don't never go to shit. So I was like, bitch, look how this building's set up. We could do this. She started to believe, but she also shout out to her, Vanessa Casanova. She also told me though, I have to separate myself in order to go forward, in order to elevate, because we always hear people say you can't take everybody with you, right? So in order for me to get on that elevator, I had to cut things off that would make me uncomfortable. Since November, I started a 3-service business, successful. I just, like I was telling y'all, we just got the building. Studio will be up by July 1st.
Yes.
We're gonna have the auto detailing over there. We still got our mobile unit. We had a tax office for almost, I wanna say like 10, 11 years now.
Okay.
We added more services to that. That's like a 6-service business solution business. And then we're gonna be doing window tinting, content room, like I'm basically about to open up like the Avengers Center.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? For us. I'm making my last run with the music. Like this is my last run and I'm done. I'm tired of rapping because I feel like I'm top 5. Like ain't nobody fucking with me.
Okay.
And then after that I want to do like consultation and help artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no artist development no more. So like I want to get in that lane too and be able to like, look, bro, you guys can't just be like these unfriendly ass motherfucking non-speaking ass motherfuckers. Like you gotta have like some kind of shit to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There gotta be a little bit of swagger to you, my boy. You can't just walk in a room and be like, nobody gonna pay you no attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a little bit of that. I mean, And the entrepreneurial spirit, like you said earlier, bro, a lot of that shit is just in me.
Yeah.
I feel like business is like the dope game, and I wish I would have known it a long time ago, but I don't carry no regrets. I'd be like, God knew what time it was when he was dealing with me, so I'm on time.
That's right. That's right. I mean, everything happened in divine timing, bro. I always say that.
Exactly.
That's perfect timing.
Yes, sir.
So, man, in the beginning of the show, I gave a shout out to the homie Moose. I gave a shout out to the homie Terrence. I gave a shout out to the homie Takeo Faison, Cowboy Takeo, right? Gentlemen. But man, so I want to just make a quick public service announcement, real quick, bro. And I'm gonna include you in this, right?
Yes, sir.
So you know, everybody goes out there and they spend all this money on these designer brands, right? That from people that, you know, don't give a fuck about you, and probably doing who knows what behind closed doors, could be dabbling in, you know, whatever kind of traffic. We see what's going on in the world, bro. These big companies, right? So it's like, why would you not go support a homie that's got a clothing line? Like, why would you not support a homie that actually makes clothes, right?
But that's another thing my tribe brothers are big on. And another one of our mission statements: no matter where you at, you should support local, period. Especially if those locals are doing something to impact the community in positive ways.
Yes.
Without those people, we wouldn't have this culture. We wouldn't have these platforms. We wouldn't have these stages. We wouldn't have these lanes for us to be in, because they wouldn't exist. It would be big ass companies that don't, like you said, they don't give a fucks about you. You know, they gonna worry about, you got that $59.99?
That's right.
You got that subscription?
That's right.
I'm about to slap that Apple wallet, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to slap the shit out of that Apple wallet.
So man, this is why I really need you to tongue pop, man. Yeah. Right. Show them your shirt, man. Tell them about the brand. Tell
That's
them about
the other thing. Tongue pop. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no fancy name for the tongue pop. It's just a thing that brings us joy.
That is the fancy name though, the tongue pop, bro. That's your signature, man. Yeah. Every post, tongue pop.
Yeah,
if you don't know nothing about the Turn Up King, if you don't know nothing about Red Mike, this man tongue pop for days, right?
Yeah, tongue pop is like a salutation.
Yes.
Congratulations. Like, I want it to be uplifting. It's a million different things, but yeah. I mean, like, not all fancy word, but fancy terms behind it. Like, it's just like an inspirational thing.
I love it, man.
When you popping your shit, tongue pop.
That's right. That's right.
You know, when Angel yelled at me that day, tongue pop.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like, period.
And that's all you, bro.
And then, like, you know, I rock my own brand, bro. It's probably been like 5 years since you caught me in some Gucci or some Versace and all that shit. I rock tongue pop, bro. You gonna see me some tongue pop shit, some Red Mike shit, some Turn Up King shit. Like, it's a couple different lines of shit we got. If it's during the day, don't judge me though, cause I'm gonna be in that uniform. You know what I'm saying? The Access One services, we definitely you probably gonna see me in some basketball shorts and that car wash shirt. You know.
That's what's up, man. But so if somebody wanted to drip, man, if somebody wanted to tongue pop, where they find it at?
Oh, hit me up. Hit me up. You hit me up at the Mike Hendricks page, Maui_Poppy on Instagram. I'm about to open a TikTok finally, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get back on Snapchat heavy, but that one's Red Mike 83, and I think we're gonna do Maui. We'll probably do Maui_Poppy for TikTok as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm about to be dropping music is it Saturday? No, I'm sorry. Next Saturday.
Okay.
On the 30th.
Okay, by the time they see this, it's already out. So were you on all platforms?
No. I'm going to even talk to Angel about this. I feel like I found a way to kick the middleman out.
Yes, sir.
You only get...
Talk to him.
You only get... I can't give y'all all the game because I'm still working on the patent shit, but you only get X amount of pennies when you fuck with the Spotify's and the Dow's and all that stuff. And like I said, I can't give it all away, but I'm gonna talk with OG about it and you afterwards. But I feel like I found a way to go back to where we can recoup the money for the artists. Because a lot of artists don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, you can sign up for your own publishing company. The game changes there. But that's all I could give y'all for that. And then I'll give you the rest off camera. But I feel like I found a way for us to get back, because right now, especially if you're on a record label, look at Finesse 2 Times. You trying to be that man?
Oh, bro. Huh? He about to go to jail trying to get his shit back. You see all that?
I'm just saying. Whew. But I'm going to be one of the ones in the front with this shit for sure. I still done told a couple artists that I work with, like, hey, you know, you could do X, Y, and Z, and this shit'll be way different, you know. And then another thing is a lot of artists don't understand like business funding, credit.
Yeah.
You could be way ahead. You hear people say white man this or this man that, boom, boom, boom. That's your dumb ass fault. Reading is free.
Yeah.
Reading is free. You shouldn't wait till you ain't got no choice but to read. It's free.
Man, on that note, what you were just talking about, cutting the middleman out. So last week's podcast, bro, I interviewed industry attorney, Randy Ojeda. Shout out Randy Ojeda. And we talked about, I was talking about, we started talking about blockchain, NFTs and all that. And like at one point it looked like that was the future and it's starting to fizzle. And maybe it will be someday. I don't think people are ready for that. But what he talked about, every artist needs to be on. And that's, I think he said D2C, right? Direct to consumer. And that's exactly what you're talking about, bro. That you cut the middleman out. You create
I'm one of them. I ain't as old as some of them, but when artists, let's go back 10, 15 years, how the fuck they sold their music?
That's right. The E40s, the Master Ps, right? The early.
The only other thing I'm gonna say is it not possible to digitally do it? Yes, it is.
Yeah. You create the space. Absolutely.
It's up to you, bro. I believe that. God gave us free will. Long as you're doing right and you following the right way, reading is free, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
So if they do want to check your music out right now, then how can they do that?
Contact me directly.
Okay,
direct to consumer.
Bet that up, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah. No, for real, bro. That's respect, bro.
I'm just saying.
Yes. Okay, so I know we've been going in. There's a couple things I wanted to touch on, bro.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So parenting first, man, right? So you do all these things. You wear a lot of different hats, right? You community activist, entrepreneur, artist, right? But parenting come first. So I just want to know, bro, how do you balance it all, bro? Hey, tell me about that.
That's the key word right there. How much do you love your kids?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't be a slave to parenting.
Yeah.
You have to make sure your parenting is effective, efficient, and still allow you time to balance what your dreams and goals are.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people find themselves consumed in parenting because they like, but I gotta take Johnny to basketball. Oh, I gotta do this, especially in two people households, whether it's a stepmom or mom or dad, stepdad, whatever. I'm big on that, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably like 5-6 years ago is when I finally like caught on with the balance. Cause before that, everybody know me. That's part of the Turn Up King motto right there too. Is I would get on the road. Wendy Day in Tampa, her and Tony like, bitch, we finna go to Louisiana. It's a Jeezy show over here. This a good opportunity for you. Kingpin gonna be over here.
Yeah.
Bigger Rank is gonna be over here. I'm on. What? I got one outfit in the bag and some bands on me. Let's go. Take me. Let's go. Now. I'm big on like structure. I'm big on making sure it's planned because at those times I would just go do the function. Now when I go and get on the road, I'm calling ahead of time or I'll reach out. It could be H, it could be anybody, it could be Angel, it could be whoever that's in this industry. Hey, who do y'all know over here? Slick Worthington. That's one of my big man. Shout out my dog Slick Worthington. I love him. I call him, he'd be like, I know so-and-so in Louisiana. They used to work for Street Runners, boom, boom, boom. Now I done plugged in with these people. I got a podcast book. I got a couple hours studio time book. I got some media shit book on top of the function. You know what I'm saying? But I make sure at the same time it's structured so I do have that time to be like, look, y'all should never give up on your dreams. Use your manners. Don't play with me because, I'll drop that bow on your ass. No, I'm just, but like, I'm big on that part. Like, you have to balance it, but you don't got to give up your dreams.
That's right.
Because your seed is your responsibility and your legacy ain't got shit to do. You could be a millionaire. You could be a fucking weak-ass Donald Trump head-ass nigga. But if your kids is fucking evil, your legacy is impure.
That's right.
The only thing you leaving behind is evil.
That's right.
They 9 times out of 10, if that's the case, no one remembers you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be cocky, but I want a bitch to remember me.
Yeah.
Say my fucking name. So, you know, when it's time for me to stand up at that grave, I'm finna boom, 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 boom. You know, Michael Jackson type shit on their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm big on the legacy. I teach my kids it's about legacy. I be like, I don't work my ass off with the entrepreneurial shit just cause. Like, I'm showing y'all, we don't have to depend on a company that don't give 8 fucks about you, that make you expendable, that's gonna tax the fuck out your ass. For what? You don't work 8 hours a week giving your life away to these motherfuckers. You don't got a share, you don't got nothing. You get a little Christmas bonus, what, $200?
Yeah.
That ain't no money.
No.
Or you could offer your own back, your own brow, your own hard work ethic. You could build an empire by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you start adding people amongst that's like-minded, aligned with your vision. Now you got a whole fucking kingdom.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right, Mike.
And if you're positive and pure about it, now you got a whole community.
Yeah. Yes,
and
sir.
so on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Bro, you speaking my language right now, bro. You were speaking my language. You resonate on my frequency.
I really live this shit.
So what, bro, likewise, bro, this is Live Struggle Legacy right here. So on that note, bro, I want you, any closing remarks you got for the audience, but I want to hear it in your words, man. What's legacy mean to you, Mike?
Legacy means leaving a positive impact on the world. It starts with community first. Everything else you want to do after that will fall into place naturally. I believe in a natural order of flow of things. I believe you should stand on your faith. By walking in your faith and not by sight, all this shit works full circle. It flows naturally to everything it's supposed to do. Whatever you want to do, you got to go 10,000 fucking miles per hour to achieve it. If you don't, you're not going to achieve nothing. The universe going to give you what you put in, period.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know, like I say, if you ain't first, you last, my boy. You know? Oh, and my big motto, smoke one, drink one, fuck one, duck one. A lot of people don't understand what that mean, but it mean what it motherfucking mean. Smoke one, drink one, fuck one, duck one. You can't have 2 feet or 1 foot in the street, 1 foot in the positive and expect positive results. You gotta have 2 feet. 10 on that faith over fear.
That's right. That's right. Man, beautifully said, brother. Beautifully said. I'm so grateful for the energy you brought to this show tonight, man.
Thank y'all.
So
I'm glad Angel ain't beat me up, bro. I've been picking on the whole podcast. shout out Benton everything.
Biggest shout out.
Media Lounge.
Biggest shout out to Benton. Biggest shout out to Angel. None of this would be possible without Angel and Benton Media Lounge. If y'all haven't came and check out the space, make sure you come check it out. Come get a brew. Come get a snack. Come get one of them delicious Benton breakfast sandwiches. And man, so Mike, tell them where they could find you if they want to connect.
You could on Facebook. You could look me up at Mike Hendricks. On Instagram, it's definitely Maui_Poppy. TikTok gonna be Maui_Poppy, and Snapchat is RedMike83. If you're interested in any music, you want to preview it or whatever, direct to consumer, man. Uncle Angel put me on.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean?
That's right.
I just found a way to, you know what I'm saying, do what people wanted to do, but be too lazy to do. Because sometimes, like I said, you gotta go 10,000 miles per hour to achieve your goals. You know what I mean? But you got to be a good person while you're doing it. That's where the blessing comes from.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Red Mike.
Or OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's Red Mike, the Turn Up King.
You already know, baby.
Live Struggle Legacy. If you haven't already done so, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Don't just be lurking. If you're watching, let us know. Engage. Ask Red Mike a question. Ask the Turn Up King a question. Drop it in the comment section.
Oh, hold on. Not to cut you off.
Please,
hey, the
please.
birthday coming now. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to donate some speakers and a sub to Access One Sound Lab, we'll greatly appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Put it in the comment section, man. Connect with Red Mike. Red Mike, what is Maui Poppy?
Maui_Poppy.
Drop it in the comment section. Let's engage, man. Start a conversation. If you're listening on a streaming platform, please make sure you hit that follow button, download, save, rate us. If you're looking to promote your business, holler at me. We're looking for sponsors. And please make sure you check out the LiveStruggleLegacy.com.
That way.
We building pyramids.
At Autism Acceptance All-Stars, it's more than awareness, it's action. When you sign up at the AAAS.org, you join a movement for acceptance, inclusion, and real impact. Don't miss our Memories Delivered program. We bring professional photographers right to the homes of autism families, capturing genuine moments in the comfort of their own space. Becoming an All-Star is free, but the difference you make is priceless. Visit the AAAS.org today. Be seen, be heard, be an all-star. If you'd like to promote your business on the show, please DM us for sponsorship opportunities. Thanks for tuning in. We out. Live struggle legacy. It's a whole movement.